nobody cares. You're teaching him to walk, teaching her how to stand. With nothing but your grit, you. Every gray hair is a map of the battles that you won. The shadow is heavy, but you're chasing down the sun. Your worth ain't in the struggle, your value is the goal. Locked inside your marrow, brave and uncontrolled. Ooh, child, keep your head to the sky. Yeah. Rent is overdue, notice tack to the pine door. Kitchen cupboards empty, baby crying on the floor. You're juggling two jobs, barely scraping by the day. While the neighborhood whispers, judging choices that you made. But look into the glass, see the woman, not the struggle. You carry heavy worlds, building kingdoms in a bubble. Don't let them define you by the balance in your bank. You the architect of grace, got the credit in the tank. Child, keep your head to the sky. Tough roads ahead, but the spirit never dies. Ooh, child, let the morning light in, stronger than the heartache. Let the healing begin. System stack high, locked doors and bitter stares. They wanna break the root, pretend like nobody cares. You're teaching him to walk, teaching her how to stand. With nothing but your grit, you holding the entire land. Every gray hair is a map of the battles that you won. The shadow is heavy, but you're chasing down the sun. Your worth ain't in the struggle, your value is the goal. Locked inside your marrow, brave and uncontrolled. Ooh, child, keep your head to the sky. Tough roads ahead, but the spirit never dies. Ooh, child, let the morning light in, stronger than the heartache. Let the healing begin. Keep pushing. You the foundation. Yeah. Unbreakable. Yeah. Rent is overdue, notice tack to the pine door. Kitchen cupboards empty, baby crying on the floor.
Scott Free is going live. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
People, welcome back. Hold on, make sure everything is working. Hold on. Yeah. All right, people, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Scott Free Morning Show. In the afternoon, I told you before, it is morning somewhere in this world. Who knows? I could be there. I'm going to start saying it every damn day. Anyways, people, welcome back to this brand new show. People, on today's show, we're going to do like we do every other day. We're going to not mess around with it. We're going to get into some of these stories. Really, we're going to start calling it news. This is going to be the Scott Free Morning News. Until we get the website up and going properly to where everybody can just show up and we can just do this properly like I want to do the entire show, which is going to run 4 hours, people. 4 hours. I know you're going to say, man, you going to see the 4 hours. Hell no. No, I won't. It's going to be a whole entire show. The entire show is going to consist of me. Yes, of course, yeah. Probably got some co-hosts potentially. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we're going to have segments in there. We have stories in there. We're going to things about business and life and trades and love and theater. Not a whole bunch of everything. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to do it. I always tell people, think of if you remember before, everybody got online and started streaming, you was heading to work, you listen to the Ricky Smiley morning show, the Russ Parr morning show, the Steve Harvey morning show, something like that. Everybody. This is same thing. Scott Free morning show. Giving you the same thing, but in video. That's what we're going to be doing. So you're going to be able to see videos, interact, the whole nine. I appreciate you guys. That's what I love. So as you come in, hit the like button, hit the live. Hit the like button, share the live. And we're going to get into these conversations. But as you can see on the screen, the reason why let me say this too. This is going to be my last episode until Tuesday of next week. I know, man. I know. Shit. That's what I said. I was like, man, come on, man. You're going to miss me. I'm going to miss you. I promise you. But Tuesday, we're going to be rocking the fuck out. I promise you. Hopefully. All things considered. But no, like I said, on today's episode, my timeline is flooded. Yours is probably too, with people who are just frustrated. My guys, my G's, my family. And I think I'm one of those same ones. So we're going to dive into some of these things to where if you're not aware of what's going on, we're going to make ourselves aware. Okay? That's what we're going to do. That's what we do. We try to make ourselves aware with a little bit of entertainment and flair. Oh, God, that rhyme. I'm a rapper. So, anyways, people. So today's episode, like every other episode, we dive right into the conversation. If you are on TikTok, you can only listen to the audio because they will not allow me to put anything on the screen. I try to say that to every new person so they don't feel lost or like, why this motherfucker don't work? That's why every so often I'll sneak it on there if I can, but it really don't do good because it be blurry and shit. Anyway. But outside of that, go to YouTube if you want to see it. It's going to be on the platform. Goddamn it. 300 radio, but it's changing. So that's why I don't even want to tell you guys because the name is changing. So I really don't want to tell you. Don't even go over there. Don't even go over there until I tell you. You just stay right where you at until I tell you to go over there. Then you go over there and then we're going to have a good time. Name has to change because it's some other BS. But we'll talk about that another time. You didn't come here to hear me ramble, and that's what I'm doing. So people, let's start with some simple topics before we lead into the most depressing one, and that's what all of us are experiencing. So let's have some discussion first, and then after we do that, then we're gonna move on to some real life stuff, and then hopefully we can get hopefully we can hold hands in here, and then don't want to slit our own wrists because this is crazy out here. But anyways, first things first. Do you know that I didn't know they won't do any more love and hip hops anymore. But it was something I wanted to say. Hold on, let me see this real quick. Hold on, guys.
So we went from VH1 to BET. VH1 and BET got bought out by Paramount.
Just hold on one second.
A lot of times when these big conglomerates buy smaller units, they evaluate.
I don't know. It was something I was wanting to see that for, and I was going to discuss with you guys, but I can't remember what the fuck it is. And I literally just put it in there. It was the first thing up. So that should tell you, okay, guys, let me just tell you, we're going to probably be all over the place today, but let's have fun because it's like Friday for us, right? Because since it's Wednesday for us, it's hump day. But it's Friday for me because this is going to be like the Friday show, so fuck it. So we're going to have some fun, and I'm going to be random. I'm going to be random as ever today. Watch this. What was I going to say? Oh, let me say this. People, did y'all know this shit? They said 80% black mothers are the primary breadwinners in 80% of their households. Even though that's a misleading stat, because they made it sound like that they'll make more money than men. Now that it's just a lot of women don't have men in the household, which is unfortunate. But that stat's still just unfortunate around the world, and it's getting worse, people. That's what we're talking about today. That's why it's in the list. And like I said, I don't want to harp on it. It's disgusting to see. It's horrible to see. And hopefully we can come up with some real life solutions. But let's get cooking. Come on in. Hit the like button. Share the live. Come on in. Before we get started into anything, for real, this young lady is, I want to play her, but she kind of long-winded. And I don't want to play the whole thing. But, okay, let me preface. Okay, first things first. Let me explain. I always tell people you got to explain shit because you could be first time ever hearing me. First time ever hearing me, I'm not a fan of Stephen A. Smith. I'll just keep it simple and sweet. And when I say not a fan, that is treading lightly, okay? They go way deeper. Because I don't like how he do the culture. I don't like how he do the men. Side note, let me say this before I say this. And then I'm not going to make this about Stephen A. Smith. But I think I would be remiss because I left this shit out yesterday. Ain't it funny that they can't hang him on the men? Now, he has been denigrating black men for decades. And everybody turned the other cheek, looked the other shoulder. Most of these people that's coming after him were friends with him at this time. It only took for him to cross over to the red side for all them blues to attack him. And again, I don't even like him myself. But it's like, I told him last year, I was like, dude, it's a hit on you, brother. And I don't know if you know it, because I saw it. It's coming. He be cocky. Yo, let me tell you something. I be like, all right, be cocky if you want to. Are you right about that? What's it name? Bit fam. What up, pimpin'? I figured that. Yeah, I agree with. Ain't nobody attack like black folk. It is crazy to me. And it's just, I say that for the men because they basically getting them on. You know what they really doing? This is so crazy. Y'all, and I'm gonna get serious. I've been playing because I've been having fun because it's almost like I said, it's the weekend for me. But listen, let's just look at it like this. Look at it. We have been hollering, these men who've been watching ESPN for years, we have been hollering and yelling and screaming. This man is horrible when it comes to black people. He is biased when it comes to how he reports things. He makes all these excuses. He tell you all these things, but nobody sits there wants to stand with him. And everybody was cool with him. He's still getting gigs. He's still making more money. And then they basically throwing him out there right now off of one woman. They keep using the whole Jasmine Crockett thing, which I ain't a fan of her either. But I'm just saying, I don't have love for any of these people because they don't love us. They just be playing with us. But as I'm sitting here watching all these people go at it, I'm like, why y'all can't even get them for the brothers? If y'all go, I'm gonna get them. Look, I always say Stephen A. with that type of behavior, it's only a matter of time before they come for you. It was only a matter of time. He slick talk, he fast talk, he gonna say something out the way. And I was like, I hate to tell him, ESPN on his ass right now. They the ones that's behind it. Time to let that big contract go. And now they have to justify how they were paying him all that money and now all of a sudden letting him go. They can't just cut Stephen A. They have to have a reason. So they gonna cut that brother, let him go. And I'm telling you, it's just a shame that you can't get him for how he has attacked black men. Because then you would have, this is how much they won't speak up for black men. This is crazy. It's like a witch hunt to get him with this one woman when you got all the ammunition in the world to get him over these dudes, but you refuse to do it. But I digress. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not even gonna play that lady because she was actually irking my nerves because I can tell you she's like a black Republican and I can't. Ain't nothing worse. Look, I don't know what's worse, a Republican or a Democrat who is really just into it. Like, I love it. Oh God, I rep my team. I don't know who worse because y'all disgusting to me. Because the black one's making me cringe. Because you can tell this lady really just all lives matter. I can see it. I can see it. And if you could hear her talk, you would hear it too. I don't even want to give her no shine. That's how much I want to do. But I agree with what she's saying here. But it's just the energy of Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I don't like them either. All right, so hold on. Let me say. All right, what's this right here? Hold on, we're going to get to a couple more stories, then we'll get to the main topic. This is all going to lead in together, I promise you. Oh, no, fuck that. I got to go over here. I got to be serious. For a minute, because this is serious. Family's hurting. All right, so if my statistics is correct, Gary, Indiana is 76% black. Yes, so if that is correct, then at this moment, for them to be without power for 8 days, I'm watching this one sister. Let her tell you.
Good morning, America. So here is your day 8 updates because we are now on day 8 and we have no power in Gary, Indiana and most of Northwest Indiana. So as of yesterday, they did drop a oxygen refill station on Broadway near Indiana University. So if you've been up in a house without your oxygen tank or anything of that nature, your kids, grandparents, yourself, go ahead if you can make.
So I'm gonna let her, because she kind of long-winded. But let me just say this. Shed a light, people. I appreciate you for coming in. Appreciate it. Look, let me tell you later. So this is what it is. This is what I'm getting. So what I'm understanding is a big, massive storm comes through this area of the Midwest. Bang, knock them the fuck out, right? So I see this. All right, so cool. Understand it? Can't do nothing about it if it is natural. Can't do nothing about it. So now, they've been out without power 8 days. They had over 300,000 people. And if it's 300,000, it could be a billion, it could be a bajillion, don't know. These people lie about everything, right? So all I know is, again, they figured out a way to pop black folks in the mouth again. Ironically, I'm gonna get to that. Let me stay here first, because I have something else I want to say. All I know is this. Why the fuck ain't nobody talking about this? Why ain't nobody talking about these people out here suffering out here? Where can we send some money directly to the people or something? Because this is ridiculous. You talking about, it's been hot as shit. If it's been as hot as it has been here, and like I got family on the West Coast, they've been hot. So I know it's cooking up there in Gary. So you trying to tell me for 8 days and ain't nobody talking about it, but we keep covering the bullshit? Look, man, look. I'm with you. I go get the gossipy stuff too to bring into the content for everybody to give you some relief. Because I get it. Look, let me tell you 2 things I know to be true. 1, you want to be informative yet entertaining and aware, but also, again, entertaining. Get it. Understand it. It's what you got to do. That's how most people are. But at some point, we have to do something to make sure we are looking out and getting proper information fed to us. Because I'm looking at this right here. I literally just found out about this. Now, if this was fucking Malibu, it would have been front page story for over and over and over. Oh, give to the rich people, give it to the rich. I'm so sick of some of these people. Anyways, let's get into it. Fuck it. Matter of fact, thank you, sister. Please, if anybody know anything, drop some DM on me, and that's what I got want to contribute or something. This is ridiculous. Send some ice up there or something. What do you say there? Let me say it. See what I mean? Man, that's why I'm going to put space in it. I have a spot I promise, on the app will be a spot to it. And I'm going to have to, I know people need to be aware, but let me tell you where I'm at. Okay, let me tell you real quick and then we're going to move on, I promise you. The website that we're going to have up /app, you're going to be able to download it right to your phone, get all notifications of all live content, the whole 9. But on this thing, you have television, everything, documentaries, the whole 9. Even we got a newspaper section. That's what we're gonna have. We have a section in there also too where we need to put aware shit that was going on. I get it. Like I say, everybody else is it's and like I said, I want to make a social media page strictly for news, because what it is, and it needs to be news no one's talking about. Because we're suffering in silence right now, people. Like, look, let me tell y'all something. You know how I know the world is crazy? Let's get to it. Fuck it. You know I know the world crashing down? Because the majority of the videos that I'm going to play today ain't even us, it's them. If they suffering, oh my God, you know we suffering. So this is why I'm saying, let me get into some of these videos. Let me get into some of these goddamn things. Hold on one second. Is this one of them here? Matter of fact, let me start with my young fella. Let me start here.
For those with eyes that can see, how long do you think we have here in America before things drastically change overnight?
To the average person, I would say get your board in the water and prepare to paddle like all get out. The tsunami of a lifetime is coming, and nothing your elders have seen is going to prepare. There's no good advice to give that's specific. Let's put it this way. One of the things when people tell me about their moving from one city to another, I have a phrase that nobody likes, which is every place is over. Oh, I'm moving to Austin. Yeah, it's over. Miami, it's over. Nashville, over.
Side note, before I get into that, I'm going to say something. If anybody, let me see. Naturally, you go. Where you been at? I ain't seen you in here. But since you in here, I need you to put a pin in this for me and hold this information. You first person I saw when I came in. Appreciate you for coming on there. What up, Trip? I want you to go ahead, put a pin in this, because I want to say this. Oh, God damn it, I forgot it that fast. Just trying to explain this shit. Oh, let it keep going.
All these places are over. And every occupation that is named is over.
What up,
I'm going to be a
big?
dentist, radiologist, accountant, teacher. These are all over. Whatever's coming, get flexible. get good. Get good on a bunch of different stuff.
Okay, let me pause him here. Let me say this. If you were paying attention instead of hearing me ramble, let me say this. This is not what bothers me. This is where I am at. I pay attention to what's not being said. Classic example. We were just talking about Gary, Indiana. Why are they not talking about that? This is really a national disaster going on right now. And it's like this is how you know the news are all connected. Why is it that when one news source picks it up, all news sources pick it up? And there's not one news source picks this up and the other one don't. They all do the same thing. Like now, no one's talking about Indiana for a very specific reason. Why? Because there's some reason why they don't want us to know about it. And the reason it could be, and I got a video, I want to play it, but it's about them little hat people. And I keep telling y'all, they smash all over my channel. I'm already a number one YouTubian struggle streamer. I fall to number 2, then number 3. I don't know. So, but what I want to say is this. Something big is at play. I say all the time when I come on here. You have bunkers. You have people moving resources. You have people, they are imprisoning us for everything. People, y'all realize now there's nobody committing crime. Every crime you hear is some dumb shit, right? Excuse my language. I love TikTok shot. It's never any, like, you're not really seeing people, like, you're going to see it go up now because people are losing funds. But just everyday broke, nobody was really knocking anybody in the head. It's all for dumb shit. It's always like that. But I agree with him. Let me say this. Let me go deeper. He said, your profession means nothing soon. You know what I take that as? Your school system. I'll give you an example. Your school system. I saw this the other day. I saw this the other day. Let me see if I can find it. Good Lord, I got so much bogged down shit in there. Hold on. I got this here we go. Got this the other day. Now, is your school system really caring about you?
A middle school gave children an AI-generated map, mostly consisting of fake states.
Mom, did you know that we live in Vaneki? And I said, what are you talking about?
They gave a kid a map that made no sense. They don't care. And then send out a memo, oops, forget pages 17 to 36 or some shit like that. Like, what? This is what we think of your education. Look, let me ask y'all something. If eggs, I can use eggs as an example. Eggs go up every fucking week. And I'm using them as an example. If we had 30, I use even better. I posted about this just yesterday. Waffle House, $22 for a super duper slam. I don't know what the name of the shit is. I don't eat that. But something that goes from $6.99 to $22 in 10 years and really in like 4. What the fuck? What do you mean? We can't sustain it. I played a video yesterday. The little fruit baskets you get from the grocery store that's all got the unripened fruit that they ain't never ripe because they peel it and drop the shit in there as soon as they come in. But you buy it, this motherfucker at best used to be maybe $10. $10 like, God damn, it's $10 for it. These motherfuckers said 40. People, you know what doesn't make sense? And I want to slow it down because I'm a little hyped up already. You know what I want people to understand is this. That man that is a billionaire, that's a millionaire, that sits with his legs crossed like a lady, holds a newspaper. He judging everybody but don't say much. You know that guy, he seems like he's very intelligent. He's not. He's no more intelligent than you. We live in an illusion that these people are smarter than you. No, if someone has it at the go, they say, now let's go. Give all the shit to this one motherfucker and y'all don't get nothing. And they tell him, if they take it from you, you ain't gonna never have it no more. And he fight to keep it the rest of his life. Is he really better than you? No. And I don't think people understand that these people are not better than you. So what you're watching is that you're watching as you suffer just because they want to make it happen. There is no master plan at why groceries have to be this high. There is no, inflation is not a cold. You didn't catch it. Man, we can't stop it, man. We just won't go home and give. This is not a cold. This is something you are choosing to do to us. The world dollars or whatever pounds, yens, baht, peso, whatever they got. Shit always seems to be working differently than here, other than Europe. They just as crazy with their price. So what my thing is like this. So if you can do this to us economically, and then turn around and now everything is criminalized. Like classic example. How long has student loan been a thing? Honestly, I won't even go in here, but just to think about it as an example. How long has student loan been a motherfucking thing? People go to school to supplement income in their house. They do all kinds of things. They come out with this ragged-ass piece of paper that don't mean shit, and they still go work in a field that they didn't even get their degree in, but they got that paper and a whole lot of fucking debt. But nobody pressed them. All they just said is crash their credit. All right, shit. All right, damn. They crashed my credit. But now, all of a sudden, when the world is crashing down, this would be the time. That was not let it loose. Sally Mae and what's her brother's name or her boyfriend? They let them loose on the motherfuckers and just take it all. Go in their bank accounts. Take it from their mama house. Take it out of her grandmama purse. Take it from wherever you need to get it. That's what they're telling you now. You notice that everything is converging at one time. Saw this today. I'm going to play this. Yes, and you going to be like, what the fuck? Just like I said, what? Watch.
I got my lease renewal today sent to my email, and the numbers that were presented to me made my jaw fall to the ground.
Wow.
And not many things make my jaw fall to the ground quite like this.
What you got?
I live in Channelside. I live in Tampa. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. So if I want to sign another 12-month long lease, which is the lease term I'm currently on, they are going to raise my rent over $1,000.
That's crazy.
Now,
boom! Oh my motherfucker! First of all, no. You probably say, man, that's messed up. No, nigga, this is just the beginning. It get worse. Oh, potentially. But let me ask you before we get to it, I'm agreeing with you, Trip. What the fuck are you? I don't know. Tell me, why is a company deciding when we're in the most economic turn down we've ever seen in this existence, would you say today, let's jack this motherfucker up 1,000? Let me tell you, your apartment companies that's owned by Simon and them and this group and that group, that ain't but 3 or 4 of them, they all one group with 4 different entities underneath them, but it's all your United States government. And what they doing is systematically breaking every last one of us day by day by day in different fucking ways. You are not escaping this, is what they telling you. But let her finish. Let it make it put icing on.
now this is where I want to make sure everyone's sitting down for this number. If I want to go month to month, the rent will be $11,438.
Where you go?
The fuck?
No, even better.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? $11,000. What you mean? No, you mean you mean go to hell. That's what you mean. Yes, I'm sorry. Let me calm myself. I'm using all these curse words and things. Let me calm myself down. But listen, what I'm telling y'all is this. I am not lying to you. I love you, black man, black woman. I want you to succeed, black man, black woman. But I need for you to shake the goddamn alarm in your house just like it is in mine. I need for you to be paying something, thinking forward. What do you need to do? Check your cousins and see where they at. Because this fall, you're gonna wake up one morning abruptly and the whole entire world is going to change. I promise you it's coming. They are setting up for it. We are relying on the fact of what we've always known. And I'm telling you, we used to them just mediocre line. The mediocre line was little pushes to make sure we got to the edge. And now I don't know why they trying to go underground. I don't know if they trying to go to other lands. I don't know if they going to Mars. I don't believe this shit exists. But you get what I'm saying. But they going somewhere and they trying to make sure you have nothing to deal with when you got shit to deal with if you survive whatever they do when they leave. Man, you sound crazy as shit. Okay. Hey, let me be the conspiracy theorist. These motherfuckers tell you every day. They tell you in every which way. China just didn't even plan on talking about it. China literally, what did I just see? Did I got this shit in there? Nope, I know I ain't got it. But China, literally just the other day, they'll be finished. There's such and such collider or whatever the fuck it is that's going to be able to support them energy-wise. They putting the fucking sun in the air. Yes. Your people is putting the sun in the air. Yes, I'm gonna put it in the air and we're gonna leave it up there. We don't need the other. Why? Because we're getting rid of the other one. Why are they getting rid of the other one? Because if they get rid of that, they get rid of us. And I think we sitting back, always worried about baby shit. I did a whole week of dumb niggas trying to sorry. Excuse me. Whole week talking about people because they want to make my name be a certain thing. God damn, go worry about yourself. What'd you say, mom? What? Hold on a second. Bet you said month to month is 45. Oh my, look, let me say that. I got a video in here. My man pays. Now look, let me tell people a little bit about my business. From, I think for about 5 years, late 2010s to the early 2020s, I stayed in Orange County, California, one of the most expensive blocks on this you get what I'm saying. And I'm going to tell you then, I had the largest apartment. They call it a penthouse. It wasn't a penthouse. It was on the top floor. Largest apartment. Had a nice little view, though. That motherfucker for a 2-bedroom and a loft cost me, and this was, I think I left there. I can't remember. A few years ago I left there. But I think I was paying like, when I left, like $3,000 for it. So this my dude on the screen here. And I promise you, I've maybe been gone 4 years or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. My brain going. I'm getting old. Well, this dude on this thing sparks something because a guy on one of the videos, his rent for a 2-bed, 2-bath in Orange County now is $7,000. I'm only telling you this as I went and go check what I used to stay at and see what that motherfucker's running now. And I said, oh man, I bet you they probably went up to like 4 or something. Nah, not even 5. It won't even 6. It was $7,700. I was like, what the fuck? What if I had tried to stay in this raggedy people? Okay, let's just keep playing videos versus me talking. Let's just hear what the people have to say because it's so much. What else is up here? Let's keep going. Hold on, what's up? Is this one here? Let's see.
If you recognize the phrase 8 CDs for a penny, I'll
come back to that one.
For those with
I can't afford my house anymore. My mortgage just went up. When I first purchased this house, it was $169,000. And with all of the insurance and stuff added in, my monthly payment was $1,450 a month. Then my mortgage goes up, and they say, oh, the cost of materials have gone up. So in case anything happens to your house, we'd have to rebuild it. So the insurance has gone up. And then the value of the property went up. My payment went from $1,450 to $1,740. My mortgage is now $2,500 a month. So it went from $1,450 to now $2,500.
Mortgages are...
So now, let me tell you something, people. Let me see the game. Let's talk about the game they run on us. I know that game too. I look at what my mortgage is now versus when I got that motherfucker, 5 years ago? This motherfucker, it just steadily going up, and it's all over fucking property tax. They are on a look, this is what's crazy. Tell me this, guys. Explain this to me. How is it that my home, which is in a fairly decent neighborhood, in a fairly close, eventful area that people would kill to be in this area, explain to me how is it that my home now has an appreciated value, maybe $100,000, maybe, but the property taxes is through the goddamn roof in that amount of time. So wouldn't the property tax stay the same if my appreciation isn't going up into my home that I have? No, they ain't tied together. We're going to jack that bitch up regardless. I got the Homestead Act and all the stuff trying to get the discounts. They don't care. They're going to break you. I would tell people that this is unfortunate. Unless you're ready to go ahead and let's go head up with these people, get out your space. And I hate to say it. Because I want you to keep your space. I love my home. Oh, I hate when I get to leave this bitch and go home. I love it. Oh, God, I love it when I go home. I'm very appreciative of what I do. But I tell people all the time, if they keep going like they're going, all they're doing is, I'm fine now, but what about a year from now? What about 2 years from now? I don't think I'm going to make it to 2030 because of the way they're going about it. I can't keep going. Look, bitch, I'm going to tell you later, I'm guilty. You guilty too. So I know I ain't the only one. So judge your mama. I'm not the only one who end up ordering DoorDash and you walk away and you figure out how the fuck you end up with like a burger and a fry or something, and that shit was like $50-$60. And don't talk about if you're doing it for multiple people. Oh God, you talking about motherfucker? This is date night money. $200 on DoorDash. You be. So I'm saying, so if you can't do that, right? And look, natural. Look, you know what I do? I do this. Now if I go to bed, because I'm gonna do it at least once. I ain't gonna lie, twice, maybe even 3 times a week. I'm sorry, kiss my ass. I can't help it. I ain't got time to always cook. So it's nothing for me to go on there and look just for nothing but the shit with the discounts. Okay, who got to buy one get one? God damn, this is ridiculous. Yeah. You say what now, Bill? Teacher, master, illustrator. I know. What y'all talking about? I ain't even catch it, man. Oh my God, that's messed up, my pimpin'. I swear that bitch, that's messed up that they got you. Look, my thing is, you know what I messed up, and you get what I was saying about degrees. Degrees, and I wasn't trying to be slick about it. Let me clean it up so people don't think I'm crazy. Then I'm gonna get back to the subject. I wasn't picking at for folks who get degrees and they don't work in their degrees. I just want people to understand. I know the game, and if I know it at this level, ain't no telling how much deeper this rabbit hole goes. That's why I say never say never with these people. And the reason why I know the game is because they hit the like button, share the live. And I know the game in this way. I look at every time we need something, we don't get it. Every time they need something, they get it. Matter of fact, let's give you something better. I'll give you something better. Everybody, this time of year, because Trump is, I don't even supposed to his name, the Orange Man. He's doing crazy right now. So you know political season is ready to rev up, especially in 2027. It's ready to get wild. And they're ready to talk, and you're going to have people fighting. You're going to have families breaking up the whole nine. I'm going to tell you why I don't get involved in politics. Let me find this video. There's a reason why I don't get involved in politics with these people. Hold on. Let me find this freaking video. Where did the video go? God darn it. Where did you go? Where did you go? Hold on. Let me see if I can.
You can tell by the way people are having it.
Guys, remember a couple of months ago, I talked about how everything...
There are 260 weekdays in a given year. That's 260 potential work days if you don't work weekends. Sometimes you get a week or two vacation, but those are your days. Last year, the House of Representatives worked for 170 days. The Senate worked for about 200 days. The Supreme Court was in session for 33 days. And then they work by going and reading case law and stuff, but they get some time off. Donald Trump took 90 days of vacation last year. Congress makes $174,000. The Supreme Court makes over $300,000. The president makes $400,000. All of that per year, paid for by you and your taxes. They get health care paid for by you and your taxes. They get a pension paid for by you and your taxes. They get life insurance. They get paid leave on top of the days that they just don't work. All paid for by your tax dollars. And they are the loudest people telling you that socialism is bad.
People, I agree with you. Hit the like button. God damn it. This dude said it better than I ever could. When I tell you, it's all a game. It's all theater. At the end of the day, I put it like this. At the end of the day, everything and anything that you think is real ain't. Everything and anything is rigged for you to lose. Every business that succeeds, every time you turn on Oprah's favorite things, every time you turn on Rolanda, every time you turn on Judge Judy, anytime somebody did something amazing, like they took a crock business that they put some pretty things inside of a crock and she became a $10 billion business. That is all a setup. It's all a game. It's all theater. Every time we need something, we lose. But then for some reason, there's always somebody that steps up that's supposed to save you, but they always fall short. Why? Because these niggas ain't real. Newsflash, that little nigga that's running around now with the big afro that's always out here, hey man, and this nigga ain't shit either. I promise you. He gonna fail you too. And I hate to say it because I know it's all a game. Look, at the end of the day, if you want to know why we losing, it is because we have not said one day and just said to ourselves, fuck it, I don't really care what you think. This is how I'm moving. This is what I'm doing. You're going to have to stop me. And I'm coming for you. Then it was going to be, hey, everybody, let's have a conversation about something. It's the fact that you capitulate. It's the fact that we all say, man, let's just do it. Let's just keep going. It's best. That's how we save our families. I know what it's like. I do the same thing. I got people I love. I got people I'll never talk about online because if you do, then people come for them just because they think they don't like your rhetoric. I get it. I don't want this for anybody. I'm just saying, look, man, as they are moving pieces, boom, let me put this shit on the ground. Let me take this water away from you here. Let me poison you over there a little bit. Let me drop some 3D meat on you right there. Let me do this right, boom. We're going to keep doing this over and over and over again. And then before you know it, they're going to say, oh, yeah, we just did all this to you. Bye. And then out. And then you'll be like, oh, man, pay attention. It's happening now. Why get mad? Like, classic example. If you was here, was it yesterday, day before yesterday, some little dude in there, he just was so angry. I mean, we was talking about the Pan-African thing. He was so angry. Just illogical. He's just angry. But he's angry because he's fearful. I get it. Africans are fearful right now. This man is deporting ISIS, running around gaveling up people. What's up, Taz? They just like got gaveling up people left and right. So I understand why they're terrified. It's just a projection onto me that makes me pissed off. That nigga, just because you're scared, don't project on them. Don't know. Nah, I'm sorry. See what I mean? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, L'Oreal. But no, man, I'm just like, look, man, it's just, again, when these people are pissed and angry about money, where do you think we going? Let's keep going.
Why is NASA the largest?
There are two.
Guys, remember?
You can tell by the way people are having to use these afterpay apps just for basic stuff. They have afterpay for groceries, afterpay for clothes. Like, this is horrible. It's like people aren't even getting jobs. Indeed, it's like pranking people. I'm seeing so many videos of people talking about they haven't got callbacks. They have degrees and they're having to fill out for, like, I guess regular people jobs or whatever. Like,
can I tell y'all something? I don't want to break your heart, and I truly don't want to break your heart, but I also don't want you to keep living in a bubble. Family, especially to the sisters, because y'all the ones that get all the degrees. You do realize what made college special was the rarity of it. It was the fact of when most of the kids in the small town, when they finished high school, they went off to the mill to work, and the women went home and made babies. Then a handful of them went off to higher education and do stuff, and they became doctors and lawyers and things like this, and they came back and they became special. But then one day they realized around the 1980s, they said, hey, man, fuck that. Let's monetize college. Don't really matter what happens to them after they leave. Let's just provide a lane for them to get there, and we just leak the government to get it. And so what we live in now is a place to where it's flooded. So if you have 8,000 applicants for one job, it doesn't matter how much education you got. You're going to continue to lose, because now not only for you, black man, black woman, you also now got to deal with racism, because they don't want you at all. So you got to fight 8,000 people and 7,000. No, you're going to lose. This is the world we live in. But the crazy part about it is this. I know that I'm not the first generation that understood this. So I'm trying to understand is what happened to us to where we didn't finally say to ourselves, no, you're right, let's fuck that. We can't keep doing this. Like at this moment, we have to say that at this point. We have to do this at this point. Hold on.
it's bad. Not to mention, we have a whole nother side of people having to flex that they work 2 or 3 jobs as if that's a good thing. That's horrible. You should not have to work over 40 hours.
No.
Just to afford to survive.
Can I say something? Let's back it up, people. Remember, I told you, if we said this many of times, remember back in the 80s, in the 90s, and we would always talk about how, you know, like he said, we got 2 and 3 and 4 jobs. Well, let's just keep going.
Rent's going up. People who are paying $2,000 rent a month. Like, are you crazy? I remember, I'm only 25. And I remember at a point in my life where if I had $5, I can go get my full meal from McDonald's, gang. If I still ate McDonald's, that meal would probably be like $13.
Well, I did see something last night. They were showing you prices of like places like KFC and Burger King and McDonald's. And see, for me, I'll be honest, I was vegan for 14 years. So I didn't eat, and I haven't eaten in those restaurants in over 15 years. So when I heard the prices of what shit costs now, I'm like, oh my God. What? For a Frosted? So to know the stuff going like this, look, again, I don't know what we supposed to survive at. Look, this started in the 80s though, man. Think about it. They took the call centers away in the 80s. Remember they started doing that? They started taking the factories away in the 80s. They started taking all the things away in the 90s, and then there was no more factories after the 90s. Then in 2000, they came out of the calls. Remember, factories went to China. I remember my father. He worked in the factory, made good money in the 80s. And they took the factories, went over to China. Okay, that's what first domino. Now, these people that we say so much smarter than us knows that they are giving away their workforce, their goods and services, the people who make it, they're giving it to another country. So they know they're going to make a lot of money, but they know the outcome. They know the fallout that's going to come. And they said, I'll take it. So that happened there. They took the jobs out in the end, right? So then and they sent it to China. And then in the early 2000s, they took the call centers and sent them to India. And then all the women started losing those call center jobs. And then luckily the internet showed up, and here come data centers. So you had people came in and did the little data entries and things like this. But every time they get something, they bring in someone else to replace you. I mean, it's not me. I'm being dead serious. It is what it is. It's where we're at now. These people always do it to you. But anyways, I digress. Let's keep going. Hold on. Bing. Uh-oh, did I get them all? I may have gotten them all right there. Hold on. Let me see right here.
Reason why these layoffs are so severe is because corporations have realized that we have figured them out, that we know that they don't actually give a shit, and it's all just a well-planned marketing scheme that is now falling apart. When you realize you can no longer trick people by making aspirational promises, you have to force them to work for you by making them desperate. This is evidence of late-stage capitalism if you think about it, because before, they were able to treat their workers better, and when you're a little more comfortable, you don't see things for what they are as much. But at this point, they're squeezing everybody's.
You know what's funny about white people? Oh, excuse me. The white people. You know what's funny about them? All of a sudden, I can see clearly now. They can see clearly as shit about how hard it is. Welcome to the club, bitch. It's just intensified for us. But this should tell you how comfortable they have been living. We have been paycheck to paycheck forever. Black folks, look, you know why we still line dancing and getting off and going to the club and still going to see Usher and them? You know why? Because we are used to robbing Peter to pay Paul. Welcome to the club, bitch. Everybody down here. And see, all of a sudden, it's ring the alarm. I'm so sick and tired of these people only want to cry when the shit going to affect them. Now, that's something that bothers my spirit. Maybe it's just me. Anyways.
So much because they are so massive and have so much leverage. There's nowhere else for them to go besides turning in on themselves. Fatal flaw of capitalism and corporations is that they believe.
You know what, Pivot? I don't even know what happened to those aircraft jobs. I don't. Honestly, let's slow it down. Look, if we're honest with ourselves, what have they done? They have basically slow walked us into nothing. This whole country, and this ain't just black people. What I mean is, in every area, every arena of life, they have outsourced everything and imported all of them. Do y'all realize that? Think about it. They have outsourced all of our work. We had American was everything. You wanted it from America. And America said, nope, let's get this shit to everybody else. Everybody else get it. Now, man, where the fuck are we working? If we live in the industries that blocks, like right now, we live in an internet age. So right now, if you can't get no plug on the internet, your business is going to fail. I don't care how beautiful your boutique is. It's going to fail if they don't let it be seen. So if I can't be seen because of racism, and it does happen, fuck you and you people. It don't. If you don't whoop, boy. So if that's happening right now, and people right here, what are we supposed to do? You are blocked everything. You've made it to when we do want to produce something, we gotta go overseas and get it as you import they people in. Sounds like something's wrong. Something's going on here. Why is it that you are outsourcing our goods and services, all of our manufacturing, distribution, and then importing them here? Nigga, that sounds like a takeover. And you let it happen. So again, these people are not stupid, because people who run the world the way that they do, like clockwork, knows that this is going on. Why are they allowing it to happen? Something big is at play. That's just how I look at things. Something's going on. People, let me show you this. It was one that I seen earlier, and I meant to bring it up the other day. This brother, I couldn't see the writing, but I memorized it. But this brother right here in this video, he's basically right here. This video right here says that if you make $7,500 a week today, it says, we'll give you the same buying power as minimum wage in 1971. Bitch, let that sink the fuck in. Oh my God. Oh my God. 7,500 nigga is up in the club 5 years ago. Nigga, I'm a high value man almost. I'm getting close. So you know that's happening. So now you talk about minimum wage. Well, I did see, they said the other day that to be minimum, how did it go? Well, I just look, I brought it up the other day. We won't even talk about this. I know that they first gave us the minimum wage was, I think, 25 cents the first time it came out in 1938, I think it was. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. But in 38, but you got to think, since 1938 to now, it's gone up on a national average to $7.25. Now, in 1938, the average house would cost like $5,000. Or even better, do you know most of the years, the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, up until about the 90s, 80s to the 90s, your house a lot of time costs less than your yearly salary. So like if you stayed at your mama's house the whole year and paid off your freaking house the whole year, you could have done that and been house debt free. See, if everyone's supposed to have had a home, this shit when you getting a studio for $1.5 million, man, you can't sustain this. Especially when everything is outsourced. Again, I applaud my people. You know why I applaud my people? Everybody always likes to say two things about America. We the lazy akatas that are here. And white people own everything, and only because we next to them is we doing well. But you said we lazy and don't work. So how we lazy and don't work, but yet and still, we are at the Usher concert. We in Vegas, Miami, Atlanta turning up. You still doing all of this, and then your country, you're fighting to get to. That means we are hustling somehow. Bravo to black folks. Nigga, take a bow. Because you're talking about whole industries you are pushed out of on a daily freaking business, and we still get to get down like that? No, take a bow. You are a hustler. Whether you realize it or not. Look, we talk a lot of trash about a lot of us, but I can tell you just like this now. Put a black man back against the wall, he ain't got nothing to do. The nigga gonna eat. Put a black woman back against the wall, she gonna turn out, she gonna figure out something to buy something to get something to eat, she gonna eat. This scamming shit, getting and knocking niggas in the head shit, this doesn't really come into play until other people start getting here all day like that. Before, you just figured out how to stretch. Before, we came together as a unit. You went to your mama house and ate. You did something. You was going to do something as a collective. We so broken now because these people all underneath us. Can I say something? I saw this video, and let me see if I got it in here. There was a video in here, and they was showing what black folks used to look like, and it was the most beautifulest thing. Oh, here it go. Here it goes.
My eyes watered up watching this video of Black America before welfare, before gang culture. This was the black community in the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and even 50s.
Sitting in the morning sun.
And I know TikTok, you can't see it. I can't play the music. But hold on. You can't see it, TikTok, but it's just showing the most classiest niggas in the world. And he said up into the you heard what he said into the 1960s. Right, 1970s, right in there, right? Y'all want to realize something? I keep saying this to people. Because see, for me, I always tell people, let me grow up in it's either 3 eras I grew up in, I would have been perfectly fine. Let me be an adult in the 30s in New York. Then, or let me been grown in the 70s, or a teenager in the 70s would have been fine. In anywhere in America, especially the South, I would have been fine. Ooh, red lights, specials. I would have enjoyed it. And then the 90s when I was in there anyway. We had an amazing time. So it was still fine. I'm not trying to put this on a group of people like other black folks. I'm putting this on everybody. I'm putting this on the fact of, y'all notice that every time when we are a collective build, it seems powerful. It seems positive. It seems to be safe. It seems to be, we want to be the best. But every time we include other people, they want to drag some filth. They want to drag some gang shit. Like I was sitting there, I did my wrestling podcast last night, and somebody puts a wrestling group's name from a former black wrestler. And I remember saying this guy's wrestling name 1,000 times. And it only dawned on me yesterday what Vincent K. McMahon, WWE's owner, made them their name be. And it was Crime Time. And all that they was playing two black guys from the hood. It's the introduction of other things. These people always tell me, y'all used to be great. Yes, you know what's different? You were here. We didn't talk to you before. I swear to God, black folks, y'all would do so much better if we just leave these people alone. You're going to want more for each other. People always saying good shit from the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, but they want to say, I don't want to be like my old folks. They out of touch. No, they're not out of touch. Look, to the young girl who wants to be a 304, they were 304 in the 30s. I promise you. In the South, they hung out in juke joints and was sweating all the time. And you seen life, goddammit. It was people in there. In New York City, they had them up there too. So you could get into the life. That was always something to do. It just wasn't promoted out front. It wasn't the standard of what the fuck we do as a culture. It don't become every movie, every film. You got to be either a narcotics dealer or an ad executive. God damn it, where we live in the middle? Where's the dad who goes to work at his place, whether it's a factory or office? He come home and he have his bill because his woman be yapping. She be like, and another thing, I told that bitch at the water cooler. I'm sorry. Those are the films where we would love because they would be real. People want to know what happened to our culture. Other people came into our culture. That's what happened to our culture. When we were segregated from everybody else's culture, our culture did fine. I tell people all the time, Jim Crow was amazing for black people, minus the lynching. You say you see again, it's the most beautiful time for black people all over the country, minus the people coming in your neighborhood messing with you. You think we care? Look, majority of black folks did not care. Don't let these people fool you that all they wanted to do was go to Macy's and go to Woolworth. No. Nigga, what it was, black folks would say, you gonna have to, look, go learn about, what's her name? God damn it. Say, I can't even tell your name if I forgot her name. But go find out about the people who actually really set things off. God, what is her name? Oh my God, I'm gonna think about it as soon as I get off the air, but I can't remember right now. But this is a young sister. When you hear the story of this young sister and what she had to go through, when you hear the story of the fact that she walking her son, somebody may remember this lady's name, she walking her son home. From church, matter of fact, if I ain't mistaken. And these motherfuckers roll up on her on the side, get in the car, we're going to do something to your child. She has to voluntarily do it to protect the child. They do all kinds of strange things to this young lady, and I think that was enough. God, what is her name? I cannot think of it right now. But those are the types of things that made people set it off. Not this Woolworth shit. That is the way they want to project it to you. The Tickets for Defense was not trying to protect you so you can go to Macy's and hang out and get with white women. That ain't what they were looking for. Robert F. Williams was mad in Monroe, North Carolina. He wanted you out his neighborhood. See, these people, we are always getting our story from someone else. We always getting our game from someone else. I just don't listen to these people no more because every time they were around, we losing. Every time we buy ourselves, we winning. That's how I look at it. Yep, America did create China. You right about that, Tad. Come on, think about it. Look, if people don't know the history of China, China was like this. China, they got messed over by the West, and then they made them superpowers again. In the 1800s, the West had China strung out on it like $2 holes on drugs. All China was over. They were. China said, man, we got to get off this shit, man. These people that's no good. They just taking our resources. China kicked all the West out. Y'all got to fucking go. Y'all got to get out of here. Got to get out of here. Y'all can't stay here no more. I'm sorry. We got all this strung out. We sucking in the corner. None of that's with you people. They got out. They turned China into a third world country. Then turn around and say, let's give them all your man. After the 80s, Dr. Amos Wilson, I always say, go back and listen to some of Dr. Amos Wilson's lectures and speeches he did on this. He told you in the 80s, he says, China is going to be the next world power. This man's telling you when China is still considered a third world country, when China was still under their 1 or 2 kid rule at the time. He's telling you it's going to be a world power. And here we are today, watching these people sell us $2 shirts, 50-cent shirts. And they for somehow making new billionaire after new billionaire. They the most advanced country in the world damn near now. Come on, man. Why would one country empower another one when you got the greatest source sitting on your soil? Something different here. What's going on, Kel? Appreciate you coming in, Sugarfoot. What'd you say, Bit? Yeah, the Boule had that chance. The Boule didn't mean you no good. The Boule don't mean you no good right now. It's a brother I saw a video, he broke down the Boule good as hell. Boule has basically always been a paid operative of everything. And they don't like that. But let's just be honest. Let's just say this. Look, first thing first, you're already patting yourself out to something that you don't even consider to be black, and that's Greek culture. That's one. First thing first. Secondly, like I always say about black banks and shit like this, if your rules mirror the same as Bank of America, then what the fuck am I going to you? They got 30,000 branches. You got one, and you trying to tell me you ain't gonna do no more business with me than they are. Then why am I coming to you? Just to say I'm doing black? Black's supposed to support black. Y'all do not know what them little hats. There is so much they do for them, not only through your government, but for each other. It is a collective build. If you only knew what a smaller group does to make sure they insulate their funds, we all could be getting it, but we all fighting for nothing, giving it to them. Letting them build our Hollywood for. First things first, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. To be honest with you, it's after this point, especially after the little white T girl, because I think it was a little foul play with her. What's her name? Hayden Penning something, the little girl. These people don't play with you. They think they own it. Can I tell y'all something? Let me say this, and I've been meaning to say this. You want to know why Hollywood don't work no more? I'm going to tell you why Hollywood don't work no more. It's the same reason New York ain't New York no more. And this is no shot at New York. My black American people from New York are the only people holding together any tradition of that bitch. But what I'm trying to tell you is everything moved to Atlanta, moved to Houston, especially Atlanta. Why did everything go south? Even your entertainment business. You want to know why? Because you went to the South. These people are always telling you what you ain't a part of, what nobody wants to see. But for some reason, Hollywood ain't shit. Don't nobody want to live in LA no more. They even said this. I heard this brother. That's what I wanted from. That brother was talking at Love and Hip Hop at the beginning of the episode. Love and Hip Hop is no more. And he was like, we just bypassed the time. And he was like, the only shows that were even doing halfway decent was Miami and Atlanta. He was like, New York, nobody watched. He was like, LA, nobody watched. You don't want to know why? Y'all remove us from them cultures. So yes, we gonna go straight to wherever black folks are. That's where everybody gravitates toward to Atlanta now. And wherever black folks go after that, you gonna go there too. Why? Because you want to be wherever the fuck we at. See, I think people keep getting this misconception that we need them. You go where we go, and when we ain't a part of something, it don't work. Again, I kid me not. I'll be flipping through like Amazon Prime or Netflix or some bullshit like that. I just be flipping, and you see movies and stuff, and you be like, do you read the synopsis? That'll be cool. And then you'll see somebody black, and then you'll see it'll be Karen Washington and some random nigga that you can tell ain't black American, and then you be like, no worries. Then you be thinking, man, if that was like Will Smith or even Young Wayne, if that was somebody else, one of these young cats that could be doing, you be like, oh shit, that may be interesting. You gonna watch it. They know that. You do know that if you put, classic example, we don't just go watch The Best Man, the fifth one, if they came out, or whatever when they would be up, they came out. Not because we nostalgically love these people. No, we know that they normally produce good films, good work, and it's coming from a black American's perspective. That's why we show up. That the energy is going to be there. I keep telling people like this, and I don't want to keep trashing because I ain't even seen one episode of nothing other than the trailer. But I know I'll say it this way. I'm not too optimistic. Let's put it that way. That this new or different world is going to be anything more than some BS that they're going to try to shove government agendas down your throat. I want to see this. I want you to make sure that there's another element of Kanishiwa, and there's about a black man who is literally using his mind, talking about he's a mathematician. I want that to be highlighted, and not his fucking glasses if you do that. I want you to show me that this time. Come on now. Don't give me. I don't need for you to infuse Jollof Fest into the middle of the show just for no apparent reason. I know that happened, and that's no shot at people from other places. I'm just saying, if you're trying to sell me on our shows, fuck, God damn it, once give me our show. Y'all do realize y'all made us this big fucking ass monolith ass people because y'all dropped all these people on us. We were perfectly fine putting movies out for each other. We like each other. We find each other attractive. We want to be there. You know why black men and black women ain't together? Because we don't see each other no more. We saw ourselves in Essence and Jet and Empathy. You saw yourself in movies and films, and even back to this blaxploitation. You got to see some sexy black women. You got to see it. You got to see black men say tough shit in film. You don't see none of that no more. If it is a black man in the film, if he so happen to be black American, he is in the most sissified role. I talked about this movie last year. My God, my God. Did y'all see that G-Force movie or whatever it's called with Viola Davis and Anthony Anderson? This movie pissed me off to the 10th fucking power when I watched this movie, because I'm sitting there watching this movie thinking to myself, first thing first, my man Anthony Anderson, oh, some of the shit you want me to do in this movie, oh no, you got to get someone else. I'm not playing no bitch made shit like this. What are you talking about? There's one scene in particular, I'll tell you about it if you've never seen the movie. In this movie, the movie is about basically Viola Davis is the first lady, he's the first man. I mean, she's the president, he's the first man. That's already emasculation, already. But I digress. Don't know why he couldn't be the president, she could be the first. I digress. But then when it got to the point, she could fight, he can't. She takes martial arts and shit, she can whoop ass, he can't. But then he got stuck with they two kids one time, looked like a preteen and a teenager, a young teen and a preteen, somewhere in there. The bad guys come in the room, boom, he tells them, go hide around the corner, great. He steps out, hey, can I help you? They say, get the fuck out of the way, because they're looking for the kids. Guess what this regular nigga did? Yeah. He moved out of the way. What? Your babies is back there in the corner. You voluntarily got out of the way. What did you thought they were going to do when they got to the kids? He was going to get back there and love on them? What? When I saw that shit pissed me off to the 10th power. He kept doing the emasculate. The little daughter is popping off at the mama. You know how they make the teenage kids. Shut up, mom. That's how you know somebody white wrote the shit. Shut up, mom. You get on my nerves. And then she ready to go put hands on him, and then he's, let her breathe. She's expressing herself. No, sir. I come from a normal fucking black household. That household goes like this. You say something slick to your mama, daddy's out the chair ready to put hands on you. That's how it's gonna go. Why in films now? You may not have noticed it, but why in films now, y'all? Why have y'all noticed it? Have y'all noticed that every time they drive a car, the woman hops her ass in the driver's seat, they gotta go high-speed chasing, he's in the passenger seat. If there's one gun, he's behind her, she has the gun. He's getting beat up, she comes in and has to kick the motherfucker in the face so she can save him. This shit is so far out of hand that it makes no sense. So I'm at the point now, it's just like this. If the world is crashing down, if the food is crashing down, if the water is crashing down, if everything is ready to go away anyway, Tyler Perry, 50 Cent, all you people put them out, fuck them. Go and put your own shit out and put out what you want to and let it ride. We'll ride with you. It's time that we stop letting these people hold our image hostage. It is time that you put some money behind people who really care about the culture. Don't sit back on Twitter watching us in the dark. Entertainers wonder why you lost your celebrity, because you decided you weren't going to do what the next level needed you to do. You got to say something at this point. You got to use your influence at this point, and that's why you have none. Have y'all noticed that the only people who are entertained, especially that traditional actor, actresses, that person that we used to love at some point, y'all ever notice the only one that are relevant today is the one that actually have said something about something when it comes to what the culture needs? Then all of a sudden we'll start naming motherfuckers. Hey, you know about that dude? He's down. He's down. We need more than that. I'm gonna tell you right now. I have said this man named Kevin Hart so many different times, but the thing that bothers me about him the most is when he did this. This is the thing. And like I said, this is a person who just stand up for 12 years and still admires this man's work ethic and other things. I may not be a fan of his comedy anymore, but I truly understand where he comes from. I know that journey of stand-up that he went through. But that thing that bothered me the most was when Kevin, what did he do? When he went to that George Floyd funeral, made it seem like, yo, I'm ready to donate myself to this struggle. You don't get to go up there. Bring your celebrities, people in these pictures, and then step the fuck off, and then you tell his family, I'm never gonna listen to anything y'all got to say about. No. Whoa, Kevin. Whoa, brother. Whoa, man. I get it. This is why I say to people all the time, don't talk about black people who are talking up for black people and who are making their money off of black people if they're providing what they say they're going to provide. Why? Because I know the reason why Kevin Hart don't say shit is because if he do, his money is gone. Just like they get everybody else. Why? Because they own you. They make sure of it. They put it in movies and show you how it goes. They tell you every day how it works. They show you next nigga after next nigga after next nigga. Diddy and everyone else. But people say, well, Diddy's a horrible person. He's been horrible since the 90s. It didn't matter long as he was crapping on black folks and leaving them dry and broke and all that. It didn't matter. It only matters when it affects them. They don't care about you. That's my point. This is not a defense for him. It is the fact of every time I hear of some abstract 1917, 1844 law that all of a sudden they can enact to make sure this white D person never has to go to jail for the same act that the black person did that got 159 years. They can make rules up and the rules change and make no sense, but it don't matter. We just all talk about it in the news for 3 weeks and then we move the fuck on and then the person go to prison forever. That's what they do. Remember, Diddy was Diddy was in jail for a whole year before he got convicted, and they had him in there on a one-person RICO. What? That's the whole definition. Is people. It's like a group. It has to be multiples. And we just said, man, that shit don't make no sense. This RICO don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. Don't make sense. And guess what we did? Next thing happened, we moved the fuck on. I tell people all the time, right now, while they are crashing out the world, they openly told you out their mouths, we got a file so goddamn thick. It got every celebrity in the world, every politician in the world, every POPP person in the world, all of them in this. Because we did some things to some children on this island and all over the world and underneath them in this basement. We got all this stuff. And we're trying to vote on whether or not we should tell y'all. That's what we had. Y'all wanted to do a manhunt on the dude who stabbed the one lady in the neck in the train. Y'all wanted to do a manhunt for this. But a manhunt, we have to put police all over. What? You just told us our entire existence is in a book, doing all kinds of strange things, change and no change, and eating people, all kinds of and you trying to tell me we can vote whether or not this happens? And we not only the people voting them, we're the people who did it. So the people who did it have to vote whether or not they're going to put it out about themselves. But you respect the law. Your ass better respect the law. You don't respect the law, you got to go to jail. It's just only fair. That's how we keep law and order. What did the man just say a little while ago? He's literally breaking down all the money that these politicians get, all the free time these motherfuckers get, all the luxuries they get, all the health care they get, everything that they tell you you don't work hard enough to get, you don't deserve, you don't get any of this. They get it all, and then they get themselves raises and bonuses every year. I tell people all the time, stop thinking you're voting for change. You are voting for your next celebrity to become rich when you vote for your politician. So yes, remember, before Kamala, they said Barack Obama worth $100,000. When he goes into office, walks out $70 million fucking dollars. You just voted this nigga into celebrityism. He didn't change anything. Was no hope, was no change. But that bitch got rich. Kamala Harris, I'm gonna say her name correct. That woman, no one knew that lady name till she decided she was gonna run for presidency. This woman has word babbled her way all the way into some fortune. She's a millionaire over and over again. She has done her job. You got people who put their whole celebrities and platforms on the line to support this sister girl who's not. This bitch wouldn't spit on you if it... Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I love TikTok, y'all. I do. These people are funny to me. These are the people that you guys go in their inboxes and DMs and drop them messages to tell them how much you appreciate them. And these motherfuckers never even take the time to open it to read it. But expect you to show up at the box office every day. That's what they expect. Anyways, I digress. Let me move on for this one. That pissed me off too. Pissed me off. Woo! Got at me. Hold on. People, let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Hold on.
Switch that shit, Scott.
Let's switch the score. I had to do that for y'all, people. I had to do it. Let me say this. Next story up I want to talk about is there's this young little white girl. Let me see if I can find this video, a bigger video of her. It's this white T girl out here. I think she's on Facebook. Hold on. She is trying to tell people she is transracial, guys. Do you know what transracial means? Well, I didn't either. I never knew, but I know now. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on 1 second. She's transracial. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that video. Shit. Maybe I don't have it. I thought I had it. Well, hold on. Or was it on X? Hold on. It may have been X. Hold on. Let's see if it was on X. It may have been on X. Where is... Where is my bookmarks at? Bookmarks? No, that's history. Where is my bookmarks? No, I can't find my young sister, but anyway, this is white T girl. And I said white T girl, yeah. This white T girl, she basically is transracial. What that means is this. She is a black woman. She said once she realized that the United States or the world's government putting constraints. God, I wish I had. Matter of fact, I'll play a little bit because I have this little lady talking about it a little bit. Right here. Just listen. Hold on.
People first.
Hold on. This is her talking.
If you recognize
some black people were white people first.
Are you an African American woman?
I don't.
So she's showing you Rachel Dolezal right now. So remember, Rachel Dolezal was the one out here cosplaying a black woman.
Identify as black. Let me put a picture up of you in your early 20s, though. Mm-hmm. And when you see this picture, is this an African American woman? Or is that a Caucasian woman?
I would say that visibly she would be identified as white.
And honestly, I think it began.
Now, this is the crazy bitch that says she black, but she white, okay?
And with identifying as non-binary. And then I realized, wait, what other binaries has society assigned to me? That's when I realized that at the deepest level, I am a black woman who is transitioning into an Asian woman. There is currently a transracial genocide happening in America, especially under this administration. It is so important to stand up for transracial rights.
Okay, first of all, can I say something real quick? All right, Ms. Wright, don't be confused. Can I say something first? These people's lives is so goddamn easy. They have enough time to sit back and make it. This is the craziest shit. You know this woman ain't got nothing on her, ain't got no time. She ain't got nothing but time on her hands. She obviously, this is what she said to me. This is what I heard this simpleton say. This simpleton said to me, I've been loving on black culture, and since people can have penises and people can have poo-poos and have pee-pees and they can switch and all this other stuff, I should be able to switch and be without them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be a black woman too, because I like Beyonce. I wanna do all that too. And then the bitch now all of a sudden she said, "Oh girl, I've been watching these geisha girl videos, but you know what? I feel more Asian inside today, so I think I should go ahead." This is the crazy shit, and I'm gonna say this to you people. It is okay to, I'm even gonna tell Democrat people this. I'm not telling you not to be on that dumbass team. I'm not even gonna tell you that. I'm just gonna say this. It is okay to say, I'm gonna vote this way because I don't like the other side and I just feel like I need to vote. But also at the same time say, I just don't champion dumb shit, okay? Like, we have enough problems in the world than to let this young lady come out and do some dumb shit like this and we just letting her talk. Now, mind you, they banned my live last week on one of my pages for a whole week, talking about some misinformation. You're going to hit me with that. I've been hit with bullying and all kinds of other things. You do all this. But this raggedy heifer can sit in front of you when they taking facial recognition and everything and sit out here and talk about she's in the genocide. They attacking her because she is a transracial. And don't nobody say shit. You want to know why? Because the world wants you crazy. Dr. Amos Wilson said it best. He said, for the world to treat you and to dominate you, you have to literally be out of your mind. We are out of our minds. This is the fluoride thinking. Something ain't right. Because who would have, what? She's transracial, y'all. She's a sister girl. And y'all gonna say, and then told you this. No, I'm not getting my skin darkened. No, I'm not ready to Rachel Dolezal. I'm going to present myself like this little blonde-haired little woman I am. I'm going to walk right out and still be this, and you can't tell me nothing. You know what that means, people? That means that if this thing gets enough traction, that in 100, 200, 300 years from now, they are too going to be the black people they're going to be the FBA. No. People gonna say, no. You know the black Americans, it's the word black. It's them. The word was black. They say, no. You don't understand. That was the age of transracialism. So when they were talking about the word black at the time was them. African Americans were the other people. But the people who were the foundation of this country, meaning the beginning, were actually these white ones here that looked like them. They were transracials. I can see this dumb shit, and I can see that becoming the mainstream narrative on Bill Maher and on CNN and Fox News. Come on, guys. We've seen the documents show you that transracial people were the one that were. They will say shit like, these people are known liars. That's all they do. That's all I see. Every time they open their mouth, they tell you something. It ain't that. You be like, that's not what's happening. That's not happening. You hear one breath that they have to charge you $6 billion gajillion at the grocery store, at the gas tank, and everywhere else in between, right? They tell you that, right? And they do that, why? At the same time, they getting record profits. At the same time, you can't get record profits if you only charging me this because you have to. You would be only charging me this to pay your bills because your bills are too high. No, you don't get to go out and sip champagne and all this. No, you don't get to do that. Well, since you said that.
Switch that shit, Scott.
Kim, you stupid. Let me stop, Kim. Just stop messing with you. So to me, man, it's all this stuff is at this point. I guess maybe I'm by myself. I don't know. Maybe who rock with me, I don't know. But I'm just gotten to the point now where I just don't. I'm just going through the motions at this point, people. I'm trying to put away, stock away this way. Like, I've been learning germination when it comes to planting more because I already had the little plant pods and things in my house. I've been storing water and canned goods, the whole nine. But I don't even know if that's going to be a thing. That's always like an emergency thing. I'm kind of feeling this is going to become a way of life again because of these mother. I think what happened, I really believe happened. If these people consistently keep running the world, what keep happening is they keep making new stories up. The story lasts for a good 100, 200 years. People get hip to the game. They have to restart over, so they just wipe everybody out and start all over. And that could be what they're setting up for now. The few that's going to make it. Okay, newsflash for all of my old worlders who know about architecture and the whole nine and how they've heard of Tartarian and we know about Chicago and New York and the World's Fairs. All these people. Every time we see one of these massive cities and they all built out and nobody in them, maybe that's why ain't nobody in them because these motherfuckers wiped them out and then they walked their asses up there after everything was over. Because I'm telling you right now, they already got Project Bluebeam. They done told you in the government documentation, we're going to have a fake alien attack. So when you see it, people go like, oh, Jesus, oh, Lord, Jesus. That's them. It's the same people. This is how far they're willing to go. I'm not saying that they're not going to come here and wreak havoc when they do it. I'm just saying, just know who is behind it is still them folks. I say this all the time. If they ever came from space, like they said, and they attacked us, all of a sudden they're going to still want to keep all governments in place. Look, we're here to run shit, but Trump stays in office. He runs the show. He's going to tell y'all what I want you to know, because we're the aliens. Or does something that don't give a fuck that's going to come in and scorch earth? I put it like this. When them Vikings would go out up into England and London and Wessex and things, when they went in there raiding, you think they went in there to keep structure in play or they raided them too? That's what you do. You the new government in town. What are you talking about? These people always make you try to feel, they always got a plan to play, and we ain't playing it. We ain't. Yes, Reconstruction task. I swear it do. Reconstruction have a whole lot of different meanings, don't it? I swear it do. And I just, when people say, remember, what did he say, old Biden say in 2020? Build back better or whatever it is. And these people are masters of wordplay. That's one thing you got to give it to them. They're masters of wordplay. That's why we fell for the banana in the tailpipe too many times. Remember, affirmative action, that was a banana in the tailpipe moment for us. We got to take that on the chin. We thought that shit actually was for us. For the people who don't know, this is how it goes. It goes like this. Yo, here's affirmative action. Affirmative action. This is how we're going to talk to you for. The president probably stood in front of me for too long. We have had a disparity of employment for our Negro people versus our white people. And what we're going to do, we're going to level that playing field today. We're going to invoke the Affirmative Action Act, because when we say it again, Negroes have been suffering heavily when it comes to this thing. So what we're going to do is we decided to go into our offices, put together a plan, and we came up with the Affirmative Action Act, where minorities will get these benefits. And the black people are like, yeah! They said, shit, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Why did that word go from Negro to minority? That's what we should have been saying. We didn't catch it. Then, let's move forward to now. I have been preaching this shit for 15 years. Why is it has to be black and brown, black and minority? They still doing this shit to this day on the news. You know, they still, look, I saw this the other day. So funny to me. They got this one girl for something, or they got this somebody for something. They got this person for, they said, for, it was on the news. God, I wish I knew what video it was. I would show it to you. But it was a video just saying, and I'm making up the story, but this is the context of what they said. This just came into the news today. Neighbor is accused of throwing around homophobic and racial slurs at his neighbor's house. Black woman Shashikwa Johnson, who lives right next door to him, right? That's what you hear. And then they'll play the guy doing it. And he'll be on there, N-word, 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 with the hard R, N-word, 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 lady. And then they say, John, this is ridiculous how he used all of those racial epithets and those homophobic slurs. And you'd be like, what the fuck? Where did he say the homophobic part? I didn't hear any of that. You don't get to have anything for you. Pay attention. When you watch the news, that's how they're going to do it. They'll get you. They will not give you anything. Only time they give you something, this is crazy. Have you realized every lynching that every L word from the trees. There we go. When they do that, and they do that to our people. All the people have been going through that. Suicide. We don't want to talk about it. Let's move on. Talk about it. We ain't gonna move on. Let's just talk about it. Let's move on. That's what we keep doing, right? Well, we move on all the time from that. Why is it all the time when it comes to simplistic things that we shouldn't be paying attention to? That's all the stuff y'all want to talk about. Like the Diddy case. Why did that's all y'all want to talk about? But anything that's really happened to us, nobody ever talks about any of that stuff that's happening. No, like right now, again, I keep saying this over and over again. We have data centers or so-called data centers or whatever these things are. The water's dissipating like left and right. Like you say, Gary, Indiana and other places in there without electricity and power. People are talking about setting up centers in their neighborhoods. Yes, look this up with the little hats. It's ironic this area has gone black for a while. So I've been just telling people, look out. Because they already talking about people been looting. And people don't realize when looting happens sometimes, it ain't always us. Go ask them people down there in New Orleans when Katrina happened. The nightmare that nobody wants to talk about. We always just talk about the tragedy that happened. They don't tell you about the shit them war zone people had to live in down there when them lights went out. The lights are gone out, and these people, instead of trying to find safety for their fucking family, they run around trying to get at black folks. But we divided. You divided. No, turn off CNN. And if you a black network, I'm gonna tell you like this too. Let me say something too. If you're a black network, stop denigrating black people. We're here to tell the truth. Nigga, you didn't have to cover that story. That's what they do. Believe me, everybody and their mama covering that bad part of the thing they saw us do. You ain't got to cover it. That's what they do. Well, now you're being biased. Yes, nigga, yes. I need for you to understand, I don't have to have, no, black people. The morality went out the door when they said we don't have none. The consciousness is gone when they don't have one. You can't make me have one while you don't have one. So no, I'm not gonna sit up in here when you got 80,000 outlets trying to make up narratives. Like I said this one time, I was here in Atlanta when this happened. A few years ago, this is before I even moved to California. This was maybe about 10, 15 years. I don't remember how many years ago. A whole bunch of hood girls got together, and one girl sold another girl a cheeseburger, and that shit made national news. They talked about that on CNN and MSNBC, Fox, and everything else. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, what are you talking about? You got other people are gone missing. Why are we covering the cheese? Because we got to figure out what you guys are doing. We have to cover you. Every day I find some obscure story of somebody who done did something. Some person of their group has 18 people underneath their house. Honestly, in these neighborhoods, that means these people are like serial kidnappers. But you never hear about we have an epidemic. How many numbers would constitute an epidemic, you think? Because for me, I say epidemic if we can just say case after case after case after case after case after case, and they're still coming. We have an epidemic of these people wanting to be serial kidnappers. But yet and still, we have to hear about how violent we are over Pookie and Ray Ray. I heart you back. I really do. There you go. You get that. Pookie and Ray Ray always want to do that. It makes no sense. You want to talk about that? Why? Because you don't want to talk about your own shit. I just can't do it with these people. But I digress. Anyway, here you go. Kim.
Switch that shit, Scott.
What you saying there? Yeah, they definitely create the chaos. Look, they do. They create the chaos, and then you supposed to hang around and try to fix the shit behind it. That's exactly how it goes. You hit it on the head. You hit it. Bar none. You hit it. You hit it. Stop, y'all. Natural, stop laughing too. Stop. All right, what else I got here, guys? Because look, I told y'all, I'm going. Hit the like button, share the live, people. And look, if you're not going to be here, goddamn, if you're not going to be here. I'm not going to be here until next Tuesday or next week. I got some stuff I got to go handle. I have to finish this website, app/app, so you guys have a place to go when they shut all this down. Because we going somewhere. What'd you say about CNN? CNN News. Oh, my God. Oh, you saw Michael Jackson house. Well, they always do stupid stuff like that. Look, I'm going to get back there. Let me finish. I'm going to get back there. But, yes, I'm be going to Tuesday. I got work to do. But normally, if you're new here, we do this Monday through Friday at 2-ish, something-ish in there. Like I said, if you show up at 2 o'clock, you say, oh, he ain't lied yet. Just say, hey, it's coming. Just keep hanging around. Because I know they don't send everybody a notification. I know they're not. Bastards. But let me say this about what you said. Look, I want people to understand this. We have moved into an era of things where the news is just not to be trusted. It is when you admit things, when you cover up things, when you cover stories differently. See, I'm a firm believer of this. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer if you lie about one thing, you'll lie about anything. And how many times is each one of these platforms we have lied? We have caught each one of these lies. We have caught politicians in lies. We have caught celebrities in lies. We have constantly caught people in lies. But yet still, when we like somebody, or if they say something slick about it, but we like it, we give them a pass. No. If I do something against the culture, I have to eat whatever comes. If I did something against the culture, first and foremost, it's going to be something unbeknownst to me. And if I do it, all I can tell you is I'm sorry. I apologize. Whatever I can do to get back in, I'll do. Because this is my family. But you humble yourself and you take that ass whooping that made this to come to it. But that's the only way you do it. But that's standing on your shit and making an excuse. No. Because what I see people do for all of these people is make excuses for them. Hell, that Earn Your Leisure guy right now. I understand you were frustrated that day, sir. I understand when you said this ain't no black thing. I ain't never wanted that black thing. You were frustrated, sir. I understand it. I understand you human. You may not even meant that, sir. But I will tell you like this. The shit was on you. And you said it. When you say that, I hate to tell you, but I'm Negro Nostradamus, and I know I'm the number one YouTuber struggle streamer out there. I'm L. Scott. Appreciate you. Glad you're here. But if Infest ain't gonna do shit in Atlanta next year, if you got 3,000 tickets this year, cut that shit in half, if not over half. Black folks can show you better than they can tell you that they ain't gonna fuck with you no more. So if you wanna go get your Filipinos and and your Mexicanos and everybody else to come be part of your event, then they ain't gonna fucking come. Then go have at it. And I'm gonna tell you what made it worse. When you apologize to someone, you know when they mean it. One thing I'm gonna tell you first things first, this apology don't hold no weight when you do this. Yo, if I hurt your feelings. No, if, nigga. Didn't I just tell you? Ain't no if. When I hurt, start with it. Make a statement, bitch. Don't make it as a question or innuendo or whatever. Make that statement properly. I fucked up. See, I tell you, that's why I say, like I always said about Dr. Umar. That's his problem right now. He don't want to admit to his people that he was in over his head. That undertaking was massive and he didn't know what to do. I appreciate you, Natural. I love TikTok Shop. She's so right. But all it was is that he got an undertaking that he can't produce now. And what it is now the money's gone and he don't know what to do and he's scrambling. But that is a compliment if I ain't never heard one, fam. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But nah, it's to me, I mean, I appreciate y'all too, man. I do. I really, really do. But nah, man, it's so much going on right now, man. I don't know where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do, but something has to give at this point. Again, I'm gonna be gone till Tuesday next week. You know what I want to start doing too? I don't want to hold y'all up with some of it, but I want to start doing this. I want to start implementing things into the show new. Cause like I say, as I phase out TikTok. So again, y'all gonna have to not be lazy and roll with me now. We need each and every one of y'all come with me now. All right, it's gonna be the same thing. Ain't nothing gonna change. It's just gonna be the platform, gonna be a little different, but the shit come right to your phone. Hit the goddamn icon, boop, it's gonna take you right to the page. It will go right in there. But when you get there, we'll be able to do more. We'll be able to show you more. And when I say I show you more, if y'all really want to see some things that we don't, I shouldn't be saying this. If y'all want to see some things that we don't supposed to probably show online, come on over there. We got our own. The reason why I want to move everybody on, I'll be honest with you, this thing is damn near all the way offline. So when you come over, you're gonna be over on my space, literally. Because I want to get away from these people. These people are dominating us in so many different fashions. They're stifling our information. They're stifling our communication. And I want to be in a space that we can be able to do that. I'll let y'all know all about it. It would have been up right now. But them battles, anyways, I digress. So I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But all right, so look. All right. So where we go? All right, let me get one more subject. One more.
Switch that shit, Scott.
One more subject. What else we got? And then we're going to get out of here. What else we got? Something in relevant. Since this is my Friday for the week, let's end out on something good. Bill Maher ain't shit. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know now, man. Ew, I will tell y'all this. Y'all know, look, like over in Europe, I don't know if anybody ever been to Europe, my people, if you ain't never been to Europe don't have air conditioning like that. So if you go in a coffee shop, if you go anywhere, they don't have air conditioning. It's like very few places have it. Like if you ever go to London or some shit like that, make sure the hotel has air conditioning before you just assume. See, America, we spoiled. These people will be able to burn it up. And see, they got a water shortage going on too. But let me tell you what these nasty let me see, they may tell you.
Bro, the droughts in some parts of England have gone so bad that the residents are literally taking it to the ocean to brush their teeth, bathe and shower and clean up and do whatever that they need to do, bro. What is going on?
Facing the cost of living, we're all struggling to pay our bills, and then we have the water turned off. It's just too much, really. And also, we're paying through the nose. So I'm a lone parent. I pay up to £90 a month for my water, which is an extortionate amount. So we're paying more, and we're getting not just less.
Okay. Well, hold on, let me see if I can show. They had no, that's them sitting in the water. But anyway, look, my face is tuned up. The face like look musty. But anyways, I digress. Anyways, I really get sidetracked. So, but the thing that got me was what the fuck you mean you brushing your teeth? Look, I don't get the fixation that people have with these people. They have showed you in every which way. Hold on. I just started trying to give me puzzles over here to solve. Hold on. Boom, got it. So, but every which way possible they've shown you, look, we not nothing to be glorified. Look, I promise you, after I realized that these people, their hygiene problems, let's just be honest. No, I don't want to do that because that then it starts wars with. Look, I was gonna start talking about people's anyway. Gene, then look, let me just say, them folks, they don't care nothing about hygiene, and I just don't understand like something on the bare, like on the most bare essentials. Let me say it this way: what I love about a black woman that drinks her water, I tell you about it. She drink her water. She got her coconuts, her coconut water. She got her little skin routine. You know what I'm saying? She makes sure she uses the shimmer. She got a back scrubber too. All that good jazz. Like I said, she got her journal in there. She speaks life into herself. You know that woman. You know, she have sound baths from time to time. You know the lady. Her skin routine, she has it. What makes her glow a lot of time is that hygiene. Because you see her skin is glowing and radiating because she's drinking the water. So now you know her skin is glowing. Her hair don't got longer. Don't talk about it. She put them locks in there. You know, you put the locks in there. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I digress. But you got all that going on. It shows well. But then to know these people be talking about, yo, I just go from the gym, jump right in the bed with the clothes on from the gym. Bitch, first of all, you was at a public gym. What are you talking about? When you get in your bed, you don't get on furniture with your outside clothes on, let alone your goddamn bed. Bitch, what is wrong with you? Two things you don't do in black people's houses. You don't get on people's bed with your outside clothes, and you don't wash your fucking face with your bath, with your same face with the same bath that you do with your body. You know what I'm trying to say. God damn it. Poo-poos and pee-pees don't supposed to go on your face. That's what I'm saying. People crazy. Anyway, I won't even go talk about that. Let me talk about something before I get out of here. I ain't messing with y'all. It's Friday. I want to keep it heavy. I want to make it heavy. What was it I had? Y'all still there. Stop it. Stop it. All right, let me see. What else we got? What else do we got? I want to give y'all something good to go out on. Let me see. Oh! Perfect. Okay, to all of my pretendian people, or the people call us pretendians and fake Americans, and we just dead niggas, and it's only because of the DNA that you, have you signed. Your DNA says you're Nigerian. Listen to this.
These DNA tests for ethnicity are entertainment value only.
William Gilliland is a biology professor at DePaul. He says DNA kits can be great for connecting family members and finding relatives, but the science for ethnicity testing isn't as concrete.
There's nothing that confident for ethnicity. There's no diagnostic nucleotide. You can say this person is from Europe, this person's from Africa.
You see that? So that's that. And I had another one. I thought it was the other one, but that one just as powerful. So, to my people who always want to say DNA, these are people are telling you there is no way that they can pinpoint this. Again, not to make a big deal out of it, but it just don't make sense. And I'm going to tell you why. You are trying to make something that is this much of a mystery the primary source for niggas for their whole existence, versus everything that Black FBA stands for. And what I mean stands for, our culture loves ourselves. We have people we revere. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You get what I'm saying? We have people. Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying. We can keep going. There's so many areas of life that we can go. Marion Barry, yes, kiss my ass. Marion Barry made niggas rich. I don't care what he had a cocaine problem. We don't judge. I'm a fan of Marion Barry. I only got a handful. These are my politicians. These are my Mount Rushmore politicians, and one of them current right now. Marion Barry, Adam Clayton Powell, Marcel Dixon, right now, because I like Marcel Dixon. I can't think of nobody right now. I know it's more, but these are some of my favorites. Because these people roll with you. They either did or do ride with you. I don't care what you do with your existence. I don't care what your life is. I have my higher self and I have my lower self. You subject to run at me at the grocery store or at the strip club. Who knows? I'm joking. I ain't been to strip club in about 2 years. I ain't going to that shit money tight in the morning. Sorry. Did you hear about that? Side note, did you hear the strippers even struggling? They be like, man, the money ain't flowing like that, man. We having to get 9 to 5s. I was like, God damn. So men ain't got time for the throw it up no more. Man, I know strippers is mad in Atlanta right now. Even though when I heard that you had to get a stripper license. Did y'all know that these girls are supposed to get stripper license? I didn't know that. I like, these people will monetize everything. Matter of fact, let me go through a couple things real quick because we got about, I got about 15 minutes. I shouldn't even talk this goddamn long. But look, I'm going to stay on here, but I'm just going to ride through all of the clips that I got. And if they don't go together, kiss my ass, I just want to talk to y'all about some things before we go. All right, and I don't know what we got. Let me see.
Y'all, the lack of...
A veteran in his 50s got fired for being sick. What he discovered in the job market afterward is shocking millions of Americans.
I'm 51 and I'm done. I am flat out just done with the job market. I'm done with this little American dream white picket fence BS that we've been sold our whole lives. I'm done chasing side businesses, spending my money on things that are absolutely useless, material things that I don't even remember I bought.
Okay.
This month, I turned 51.
This is a man who put up a... he tweeted out because a student had commented.
Here's Bill Maher. Bill Maher has no idea how expensive everything is. You can feed a family. Oh, look, this video, Bill Maher is in this bit. Let me say it for him.
On their platform, a burrito shouldn't cost $20. And this guy challenged that. And it turned out, we did some research on this, it shouldn't cost $20 because it doesn't. It costs $20 because this kid factored in somebody bringing it to him in an Uber. Yeah, you can get one for $2.
So, let me tell you what I don't give a fuck about. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I told you if I'm on the website, we're gonna cut loose. The more cussing, the better. I'm sorry. Let me articulate myself, act like I got some home training. I'm sorry, mama. All right. What I feel Mr. Maher saying in this situation is that I think he's taking the wrong approach. I think the approach that he is taking is the fact of, is it really, can you only get a burrito for $20? No, you're actually correct. You probably can get a $2 burrito, maybe a Taco Bell or something, I don't know. But the question really should be is this. Two things. One, why should any burrito cost over $20? That's one, because they do have some. Or two, why is it that he has to settle for the lowest level of food as a choice to eat to feed a family of 8 off of $20? Because that's what they're talking about. A man who has a family of 8 should not have to only use $20 to try to feed his family. That's how broke he is. Now, I know the white tea person's job is to tell you how lazy. He shouldn't be lazy, and if he can't afford him, he shouldn't have him. One thing I always tell people is this. You don't fight human behavior. What do I mean? If I tell a woman who says, I don't need a man, yes, you do, stop lying. Or if you say, I don't need a woman, yes, you do, stop lying. You need human contact. That is, well, you may want each other. I don't know. I forgot I'm in Atlanta. But what I mean is, you need human contact. It's just human nature. Another thing is human nature is this. I forgot my goddamn point. What was I ready to say? Shit. What was I ready to say about human nature with these people? I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say. See, it wasn't that important. Damn it, what was I going to say for that shit? But I just, this elitist attitude for people like that bothers my spirit. Because I know that means that he doesn't look at what he pays for anything. Now, I've too had my days. I told you I had a nice little run there, boy, before this shit got expensive. I had my days before when I would go in the grocery store and just pick it up, throw it in the... Just keep it moving. This is life. I've earned it, goddammit. I've been struggling for years. I've earned it when I got up here. I was cool. And I still probably pay too much money for shit that I shouldn't pay for. I ain't gonna lie, I do it. Like today, I'm flying. I gotta fly out in the morning. Good God, I'm gonna tell you about that. I gotta fly out. I gotta leave the fucking house like 3 something in the morning. God damn. But anyway, when you do all that, I order some food offline. There ain't no telling how much this salad or whatever I'm ready to order gonna cost. And I agree. I get it. I'm overspending. But bitch, I'm gonna tell you like this. I may have overspent on that salad. Don't mean shit about you. Shouldn't be charging me $38 for the fucking salad before you get to the goddamn tipping and all the fees. You know what I'm saying? It just these people here. It's an elitist attitude that people have, and they act like it's your fault. I don't like when people act like poor people are just doing this because they're lazy. No, Capitalism is built on poor versus rich. They have to be people who are willing to suffer for the small to have that much. So yes, everything is designed for you to fail. So when people say things like this, man, he was just probably lazy. No, bitch, that don't mean it. So explain this one then. If every situation is the person is being lazy, then how can you also say at the same time, there's some people out here who are working very hard and they can't seem to find work? Then what the fuck are you talking about? Why every time I bring them people to you, you just tell me they lazy? It's the same thing with racism. They do that too. You'll say, man, these people being racist and shit. They'll say, this is not racist. This is not racist. But in another context, does racism still exist? Of course it does. Then why ain't never no situation racism there? You ask these people. It's always something else. Let's go to Delusionalville and find another reason, but we're not going to, racism staring us in the face, we're not going to give a fuck about that now. I don't like these people. When I say these people, I'm talking about those types of people. Allegedly. You get what I'm saying? It's the mindset of it. I appreciate you guys. I do. And then, like I say, anyways, I digress. Let me grab a few more. I got a few more.
Reason why these layoffs are so...
Now that the many of us are learning from social media that Northwest Indiana has been without electricity, water, and food for over a week, let's let another cat out the bag, shall we? Because someone somewhere will tell you that voters do not care about what's going on overseas, that the American people need to focus on home. Northwest Indiana is in the 50-nifty, and in April of 20...
Mook, is it still froze? Let me know if y'all still can't see it anymore. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Somebody give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Thumbs up if you can see me. Thumbs down if you can't. Somebody let me know, Mook. Let me know. Because that may need to be my cue to get the fuck out. Okay. Now, all right, Mook. Try refresh your page. Natural says she can still see it. Refresh your page. All right, cool beans. Cam knew this. All right, cool beans, Pat. All right. So yeah, everybody says, yeah, move, just try refreshing your page. They hit me. Let me get off this subject. I was ready to tell y'all. Ain't that ironic? Ain't that ironic? Let me move on. And I'm gonna give you like 1 or 2 more. I promise y'all. Then we go. Okay, yeah. Let me go. You like 1 or 2 more. Then we go. Let me find something good. Cause I got a whole bunch of stuff that I never even got to. We done moved past it. I couldn't tell you about the world, God. I'm trying to get y'all relevant conversations people like talk about. Like, no, I don't want to talk about that. Last time I talked about that, I got in trouble. So I don't want to talk about that. I don't know. Nothing really stands out to me that I want to talk about. But anyways, I guess that's my cue to get the fuck out of here then. I guess that's what they telling me, because I don't see nothing. Anything? Oh, I'll tell you something else. I say this and make it relevant until we leave. You know that nobody talking about Mr. Fitchy no more, don't you? Y'all notice that? He did his bidding. He did his problem. Now we've moved on because now we talking about fruit every day. Move on to the next one. I would show you that one about white people having tails, but I don't want to do that either. That seems combative. Hey, anybody, let me ask you anybody this question. Anybody watch this? And I'm going to do this. This is what I do. I want to ask this question, then I get out of there. Has anybody else in the room watching that show Married at First Sight right now? Because if you are you just as perturbed by this show as I am this season? And the only reason I want to bring this up because I've been meaning to talk about this. And I'm going to take Fridays. Listen, moving forward, Fridays, I'm going to make it lighthearted. We're going to probably just talk about some random BS. And I'm probably talk about things like this. So this is my Friday. I want to close it out with this. I've been watching this show. And I don't know if anybody else watched, but I'm going to say this so I can get out of it. They have this... You say what now? You haven't watched it, not lately. Okay, naturally. This season, they got rid of all of the old so-called experts. You say what? Okay. All right. Nobody's watching shit. Okay. All right. They got rid of all the experts, and they have this one black guy. He dresses like, and this, for lack of a better term, a homosexual ninja. He does. I hope that's a proper term. I don't want to mess up his pronouns. Okay. But he dresses like one. And then he has some white lady. So now, remember, the reason why you would go talk to your pastor, hopefully your pastor had some level of information, knowledge, and wisdom. But before you go talk to your pastor before you got married, it's because you needed someone who was going through what you've been through that had a level of wisdom and all of that BS, blah, blah, blah. Most of the time he didn't, but you get my point. Having gone to a white woman, this is not going to work. Pastor Carl gone. Yeah, he ain't there no more. He gone. Yeah, he gone. Pascal gone. He ain't dead no more. They ain't got him, Dr. Pepper, none of them gone. All of them gone. So this little homosexual ninja dude in here, what I don't like about it, first thing is this. Why is it that if you're going to have straight couples, and this again, this is no knock to you. If you have an alternative lifestyle, you like it, I love it. That's your business. I'm just talking to what the show is about. If you're going to have a straight couple, so which means you're going to want to have healthy straight couples. The thing that I don't like about this show, but I think the show used to do better, but they used to do, but they don't do it at all anymore, is they actually tried to get people together who were compatible. For one. Two, they also would pick people who were ready to be married, whether it's financially, emotionally, physically, mentally, all that. Now they are picking the most broken fucking people and bringing them on this show. I'll give you an example more than anybody. The two black couples, especially, I use them. The youngest black couple, this young sister is gorgeous. And I'm not talking about just physically. I'm just saying the energy that she gives off, her compassion, her level of patience, because this nigga is all over the place. And it just bothers me that someone who you can tell, because most of the time, let's be honest, these people are young in their late 20s. 20-year-olds in today's market are not ready to be married. At all. Hit the like, people. Hit the thumbs up. Share the like. They're not. But when I say a sister like this one who is halfway there, because mind you, when you're halfway there and you're 29, you're winning the battle. So she's halfway prepared. She understands the fact of keeping shit in the house. She understands the fact of basically how to respect and bring yourself. She had a lot of things correct. I like this young lady. And then this young fella that they paired her with has childhood traumas, insecurities, mommy issues. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, you did a questionnaire, you did a sit down, you did one-on-ones. When did you not discover that this young man was not ready for any type of relationship in this form of fashion? And what I hate about it is that black people still believe these things are real. So this beautiful young black woman now is getting stuck with this nigga who's going to take her on a whirlwind ride because they picked an idiot to be with her. So now, whether you like it or not, she's going to be damaged for the next one because of this nigga saying. And to me, it's like anyone who doesn't know you can't just say shit to a woman in a specific manner just for no reason. Unwarranted, that's just nasty. And she's going to affect with her fucking self-esteem. If you can't understand it, you damn sure ain't ready to be married. And so when I'm watching the show, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, why do y'all keep picking them this way now? It's on purpose. I only want you to show negative versions of yourself. That's it. It makes sense now. And then the older couple, I'm going to give it again. And mind you, y'all know if you're regulars here, I show a lot of love to Negro men all day long. I am a black family advocate. But this show, the women ain't bothering me. It's the dudes. The dudes is the problem. The older gentleman so much want to stick his little rod somewhere on this woman. He rushed the process. This woman, first and foremost, I can't be with no lady that tell me that she finds me unattractive. Nah, we ain't no getting past that. Yo, I'm gonna try to rock with you, even though I find you, physically repulsive. But nah, we ain't doing that. So no, thank you. But if you are gonna stay like my man did, you have to know flat out of the gate. This woman done told you, I do not find you physically attractive like that. But I am up in age now, so I am willing to do work. I can't treat it like I'm 25 no more. Understandable. She understands the game. It makes sense. So all your milk dud has got to do is slow down. Stop rushing the process. Stop trying your best to get at this woman and put your ride on her somewhere. Now, I'm up to the point now, I think they don't finally consummate it and did some things, but when I tell you, as sassy as he sounds, because he gets me sassy, he has a sassy tone, he's very argumentative, passive-aggressive, and see, these are my issues with him. This man will have I can tell look, if you're watching the show and you're in the comment section, I'm going to tell you the reason why them two kept bumping heads, it's not her. She had her own issues, yes, but everybody does. That's normal. They were having issues because this nigga wanted to put his ride on her and he was going to He kept being sassy and passive aggressive until he got his way. And I just wanted to say to her, run! Because he's in his late 40s. Ain't no changing that behavior at this point. He is doing it now because now you giving him a little bit of that taste now. But he is not going to get no better. That sassiness, that argumentativeness he has in him, that fact that he's willing to do nitpicky things. And then this is the one that got me. I know people ain't watching it. But they had an episode when everybody was around the table. They like to, that's another thing I like about this show. These are couples that are just meeting each other. Why the fuck do they keep having group meetings to talk about their relationship? This is drama. None of this is healthy. You don't go to therapy in groups with your homeboys or strangers and talk about your inner workings of your family, talking about your childhood trauma. Do you know how these people open up wounds and just leaving them out to dry and say, and cut, great. That's going to be great TV. Man, this nigga's, you done put his whole traumas on the world. Anyways, I digress. But what bothered me about the little milk dud-headed dude, and I'm no disrespect, is this. He allowed those people to attack that lady that he said is his woman, and he knew he was full of shit when they were coming at him because he led them to believe it was one thing it wasn't. And he allowed them to attack him because it made him feel good. And I'm going to tell any woman, any man, anytime the person's with you and they'll let people attack you, you got an enemy on your team. Woo, you got an enemy on your team. We ain't perfect as people, but when people don't stand with you, I'll give you a glass of them. Joe Budden's better be thankful he had that girl, what's her name, Tahiri. I remember Joe Budden disrespected this woman every which way but Sunday. He did all kinds of things to this woman that was vile and disrespectful. But somebody jumped on his back trying to fight him. This woman, without thinking, kicked in the gear. It was like, ooh, it's just that's when somebody ride with you. But if a mother let people jump you and then they say, oops, you shouldn't have said nothing crazy. No, you shouldn't anyway. Anyways, let me get my patoot down there. I'm talking to y'all. Into it. Look, jab, boom, right at 2 hours. All right, people, look, again, I appreciate my people for showing. You know what, YouTube, I ain't even gonna show y'all no video today. I gotta pack. I ain't gonna lie to you, I gotta get out of here today. But I do appreciate everybody for showing up. Again, I'll be back on Tuesday, 2 o'clock-ish. Hit the like button, share the live. Definitely follow the channel, that way we know about it. On Tuesday, I should be giving you guys the new platform name and everything, so that way we can start getting excited for it. But I'll let you know Tuesday on that day when it happens. But I appreciate you again. I'm your man, L. Dot. I appreciate you. I'm going to catch you on the next one. I am out. All right, peace.